Today, in the world of cannabis, Thailand's health minister begins allowing at-home cannabis cultivation. A study suggests that vaping cannabis might be even worse for the lungs than smoking cannabis or nicotine. And Maryland state lawmakers deliberate on the details of how to implement cannabis reform. It's Monday, March 8th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, in a report by Bloomberg, Thailand's health minister announced that households can now cultivate up to 6 plants to supplement their income, as the region's first country to legalize medical cannabis eased regulations to allow the crop's commercial use. Thailand's deputy premier and health minister said in a statement that families can establish communities to grow cannabis and supply the crop to public hospitals and state facilities, or use it to make food and cosmetic products as a new source of revenue. Thailand was the first nation in Southeast Asia to legalize medical cannabis in 2018, but it is still illegal to use for recreational purposes. According to the minister, any flowers and seeds produced by the homegrown crop must be sent to the state medical facilities because they are still illegal under the country's criminal code due to their high levels of psychoactive compounds.
And next, Bloomberg reports that according to a new study, teens who vape cannabis are more likely to experience signs of lung injury than those who smoke cigarettes, cannabis, or nicotine. According to the results from the University of Michigan, adolescents who use vape products were around twice as likely to experience wheezing or whistling in the chest. The researchers also looked at whether participants had a dry cough at night that wasn't caused by a virus or appeared wheezing while exercising. According to Carol Boyd, the lead researcher and a professor at the University School of Nursing, the findings contradict popular belief that smoking cigarettes or vaping nicotine is the most harmful to the lungs. Without a doubt, cigarettes and e-cigarettes are unhealthy and not good for the lungs, Boyd said in a statement on the university's website. However, vaping marijuana appears even worse. The use of e-cigarettes or cigarettes did not trigger further respiratory symptoms in the teens who took part in the study, according to the researchers. They did not say where the cannabis items were purchased or whether they were legal.
And last up, in a report by Marijuana Moment, a cannabis legalization bill supported by top Maryland lawmakers has had its first hearing, with much of the debate centered around how exactly to do it, including how to combine the bill with a different measure in the state's House of Delegates. Adults 21 and up could buy and possess up to 4 ounces of cannabis or items containing up to 1,500 milligrams of THC under SB 708. They may also cultivate up to 6 cannabis plants for personal use at home. The bill is rather close to House Bill 32, which was introduced last year by Delegate Jazz Lewis and was recently amended to better comply with Senate legislation. Despite the fact that the two bills are now fairly identical, there are still significant gaps in the areas of business licenses, social justice, and other regulatory issues. Both bills would create equity funds to counter the unequal effects of the drug war, which has disproportionately impacted Black, brown, and low-income citizens.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, The High Ground, or Careers in Cannabis wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm David Fortin.
And I'm Devin Leal. Have a great day.